Good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro. Today was an interesting start for me. I won my morning in the sense of going through my morning ritual, if you will, but I got some background noise going on today. I got a little static happening, you know. I got some things that are unresolved going on in the back of my mind. And it is challenging me to generate what I do want to experience. So if it's joy I want to experience, it's challenging me to generate it. If I want to experience calm, it's challenging me to generate it. Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro, everybody. How are you? So I was just explaining, well, let me just say, before I'll wait till people start to populate in and we can have a really good talk today. I think it's going to be special just because I'm coming in real question marky today. Didn't anybody get a morning drink before they came to the talk? Or matter of fact, you didn't know the talk was happening. So do you have a morning drink near you where you can join in with me and chill? Hey, Sam, how you doing? Welcome to the talks, you guys. Hey, Ted. Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro. How's everybody doing this morning? Drop in the chat. If you could choose one word to describe how you feel this morning, what would it be? Drop it in the chat. Good morning, Shirley. Well, good evening for you, right? Good morning, Alfonso. Welcome, everybody, to the conversation. Today is going to be an interesting one. You said moringa drink. All right, Tiffany. Shout out to you. I hope your business endeavor is going well. Bonjour, Ahmet. Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro, everybody. How are you? Come on in. If you could describe how you feel this morning in one word. John says busy. Sam says goofy. Sam, you always come in here goofy, don't you? Trey says good morning. Good morning, Trey. Tiffany has gratitude. Bless up. Trey says he's blessed. Brenton, you're excited. What are you excited about? What are some of the other words you guys are coming in with? One word to describe how you feel this morning. How did you wake up, or how are you feeling in this particular moment? One word. Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Harold. Good morning, Stephen. Or good evening. Hey, baby. How are you? So I was saying that this morning, I woke up with, although I won my morning, I see you guys talking. I'm going to come back to to some of the things you're saying. Even though I won my morning, I went through my morning routine, right? I did my meditation. I did my gratitude. Not as long today. And then I did my visualization, right? Watched something that inspired me. I still had some background noise. Got some static going on today. Got some things that are unresolved, you know, as far as like how I feel about something. As far as not getting an answer from someone else and kind of like being like, okay, well, where does that sit? What is that? And then choosing, right, consciously to move through my day and generate the feelings that I want to have in spite of the fact that I've got this static. So that might be a powerful thing to talk about today. How do we do that? You know, how do we have things going on, background noise, if you will, and still find a way to generate the energy or the emotion or the characteristic that you'd like to experience in spite of all of that? Would you guys like to talk about that? Because that's what I'm experiencing this morning. Okay, let me see what you're saying before we jump in. Ted says, Morning Talks with Ro, I like that. Join me for discussion on conversations and mingle. Women who use men on dates for meal tickets. Ha! Shout out to your carrot juice. Grateful. I like it, Sherry. You said your favorite morning show. Good morning. Hey, baby. Hey, Shyest. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro. I put the phone on Do Not Disturb. It still came through. Okay, Trey says, my day off, just revising my script. Beautiful, no days off. Britton says, 34 tomorrow. Yes, happy birthday. Hanging with fam today, possible date. And sending a video for an amazing opportunity. Awesome, honey. Awesome. Rona's the bomb, and Electric Cafe makes me get up and shake me. Hey, now, did you see the video I put up yesterday with the title song off the record, Electric Cafe? We had a good time. That's one of my joints. It's a jam, baby. Let's see what else you guys are saying before we jump into more of today's talk. Hey, Terrell. Charles says, good morning. Healthy choices down 7 pounds in 7 days. What you been doing? 7 pounds in 7 days. Put everybody up on game. Aisha, good morning. LaShonda, good morning. Harold says, you just added new episodes to the podcast. Hey, Janelle. What up? Hey, lady. Good to see your face in the place. So I was saying, you guys, that I woke up with static in my background. It was very, very interfering. You know, I wake up in gratitude and do my morning ritual and stuff, but I still had so much on my mind. And I had so many unresolved things, or at least one major unresolved thing. And I was like, okay, this is going to be interesting. And I'm still going to be consistent. I'm going to do morning talks with Ro with my static. And let's see what happens. Let me challenge myself in this way. Let me show up anyway. I think I might have named this video, Just Show Up. And that's a lot of what success is in life too. Showing up in spite of, following through, being consistent, being persistent, finding a way, right, to generate what it is you still would like to experience, even though you've got some background noise. Learning how to compartmentalize things that you might feel in the moment so that you can get other things done and so that you can still manage your emotional state. I'm being challenged with that today. You know, but doing this morning talk and just even talking about it's kind of powerful for me right now, because I'm finding a way to still give, right, in spite of. I'm finding a way to still generate some level of joy and impart that to you guys, level of inspiration. This is all stuff that we pull from within ourselves. It's a way that we think about something. It's how we reframe something, the new meaning I'm giving it in order for me to move past it, in order for me to make space for it to become whatever it needs to be, and also to trust that it's a part of my self-development, to trust that this is a very necessary cog, you know, that I need on my wheel of life development in order for me to become more, in order for me to become a greater version of myself. What else could it mean? I'm asking myself that today right now. What are you guys saying? Hey, Journey! Good evening, everybody, and good morning. I got folks tuning in from different parts of the world. Charles, to lose 7 pounds in 7 days, you said 45 carbs per meal. Ooh, you're being very disciplined. No soda water. No soda, I'm sorry, only water. Eating 3 meals with snacks in between. Wow, and you feel great, beautiful. I'm glad you found something that's working for you. Ted says, actually, I always tell new employees that my favorite thing is for someone to tell me, hey, I will be here. You can count on me to show up. Hello. Yes, showing up is powerful, isn't it? There's just, there's comfort in consistency. Isn't it? There's comfort in consistency. When you know you can count on somebody to show up, that in itself can be a really powerful thing. You know? So let's talk about learning to either compartmentalize what's happening in our lives so that we don't drag it around with us everywhere. Like right now, I've got the background noise, but I'm not necessarily bringing it into this conversation, only for the purpose of sharing that it's there, you know, only for the purpose of letting you see me work through it with you in front of you, right? But it still drives home the message that we get to generate what we want to feel. We get to refocus our attention and put it someplace else. And sometimes it may be taking an action. Like right now, I'm taking an action. I'm giving to you. I'm choosing to speak to you. I'm choosing to pour into you. That's distracting me from that. It's also raising my vibration, right? Which hopefully will attract more clarity, more positive effect from the thing that's giving me some background noise, right? We could go, I got a phone call from a buddy. Hey, you guys, I got a phone call from a buddy right before I came on here, and he was talking about going and doing some cool things for other people, and I was like, that's so powerful. That's so beautiful. And it was just yet another way to generate a feeling that I might want to experience in my life, to manage my emotional state. I mean, you could go and call up a friend and just go wash their dishes for them today. How powerful is that? And what would that make you feel like to go and do something so selfless and so spontaneous like that? What about, you know, if you have a significant other, You know, when they get home, whereas you guys are, you know, not normally connecting in a certain way, take their shoes off and just give them a foot massage. Just do it. You know? Schedule flirting with a mate today, over the next week. You know, generate feelings, generate emotions that you want to experience, generate environments, right? Isn't that powerful? Generate that stuff. What else could you do to not only distract you from the background noise, but that could raise your vibration, which could change your level of attraction for the answers or the clarity that you need about that situation if you just let it sit, if you just let it go, right? If you make it okay that it's there, if you trust that it's a part of it's there for your development, even when it feels uncomfortable, especially when it feels uncomfortable, right? What else could it mean? Give it new meaning if you want to. What new meaning would empower you? What new meaning could help grow you? What new meaning could help stretch the perspective on the situation that makes it a positive, that makes it empowering, that, I don't know what, you know, we get to do this. We get to generate it. Let me see what you guys are saying before I keep going in. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro. Okay, you also started dancing for cardio. Shout out, Charles. Love it. What are you guys saying? Showing up as the best version of yourself is the key to faith, relationships, creativity, and business. Showing up is more than attendance. It's the art of being where you are. Speak, being present. What you are as you are. Beautiful, Ted. Very true. It's just popping in. Hey, good morning, Miss Lady. Sending the best wishes and all you do in 2K and beyond. Salute from, thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the talk. Thank you, Rocket. Is a great video. Thank you, Sam. So I'm glad you're finding some value in this talk, Shirley. So yeah, well, you know, is anybody going through anything out there? Does anybody else have any static or background noise that you would like to get some perspective on, that you would like to maybe work on shifting? I'm already starting to shift just from talking about this and thinking about other ways to take the attention off of me and put it on someone or something else. How can I raise the vibration someplace else? You know what I mean? And just by doing that, it takes me off of myself. It gets me into a selfless space. It gets me into probably a space of gratitude, giving, high vibrational behavior. And then that can raise the vibration of what happens in the back with the background noise. What are the answers that I'll start to get now that I've distracted myself from it and also decided to give, shift in another area of my life? Not put so much attention on it. Trust that it's growing me. Know that I have the opportunity to give it new meaning. This is all stuff that I can do without the situation even changing yet. How about that? Your whole life has been static, insanity, and foolishness. So I found a goofy sense of humor to keep me from going off the rails. I heard that. That's kind of what happens, right? We do develop certain things in ourselves. That's powerful. I think goofiness, silliness, laughter, it's a high vibrational thing to engage in. So that's a good thing, in my humble opinion. High vibrational thing to do. Is anybody else going through some things today, this morning, that you want to talk about, that maybe I or someone else in this chat can give you some perspective on? Is there anything happening, any background noise, any static for you? Good morning, Adamo. Hey, Jennifer, welcome to the conversation. 10-day positivity challenge, posts, speaking, actions, all positive. Start over and over. It'll become a lifestyle. Love that, LaShonda. Love that. That's an awesome challenge. Let me go back and read that again. You said 10-day positivity challenge, posts, speaking, actions. Imagine if we all, there is a, that sounds very similar to this book I read. It was called the 7-Day Mental Challenge. And it was a challenge to not complain for 7 days. Do you know how hard it is to not complain for 7 days straight? Has anybody in this chat ever challenged themselves to not complain, even for a day. Some people, they don't even realize how much they complain until you put your focus on not complaining. And you're like, oh my God, I complain my butt off. 7 days of not complaining. Can you imagine how you would lift your vibration and what kind of person you would be? How people would receive you if you did not complain just for 7 days? Who wants to take that challenge? It's one of the most difficult challenges I've ever taken, was to not complain for 7 days. And they say, if you complain, you got to start all over again. But the most powerful thing was in the starting over for me. Because I was like, oh wow, and this thing just keeps going, and then it becomes a lifestyle, like you said. But just something you have to constantly practice, right? So much we could find to complain about. So much we could find to complain about. Very powerful suggestion. Thank you for dropping that in. Christopher, good morning, baby. Let's see what you guys are saying. You made so much progress. New house, new job. Visits with my children are going well. Yes! Congratulations. Hyro just got a big opportunity to move to Colorado Springs, Colorado, and become a musician at a church. Beautiful. I won't go into details about everything with that. My relationship, but what you're saying is helping me right now. Bless up, baby. My background noise is me living in my subconscious about the future and kind of giving it to the universe, but still holding on. Just saw a quote that said, if your problem can be solved with action, then you don't have a problem. That really helped me. Hello. Good morning, Marcus. Live your change to clear your cloudiness. Static. Not me. I'm from Jersey. We notice everything coming. It's hard to win when you are not completely focused. Well, Shirley says, I felt a little bit lost, but I got my focus back. Speaking on focus, you guys. Speaking on focus, right? Good morning, Rosie. LaShonda says, yes, but it's so much easier to live happy and not complain. Focus on gratefulness. I don't know if it's so easy for everybody to live happy, right? I think we because human beings are creatures of habit, it can be easy to complain. And then you get into a vicious cycle. It's like a vortex, right? And unless we scramble the pattern, unless we break the cycle, because there's a lot more people complaining than living happy. There's a lot more people complaining than finding joy in their circumstances. You know, it's practice. It's practice. And then you see lots of programming, you know, that helps you to complain and find things to complain about. You see lots of commercials and billboards that tell you about how inadequate you are and you need this product in order to feel more adequate. You can complain about that, right? So there's just so much out there that could influence you to think less than, as opposed, you know, glass half empty than half full. So it really does come down to practice. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You know, the 10 days of positivity. That's an awesome suggestion, in my humble opinion. 7 days of no complaining. Who wants to try that? Who wants to try that and bring that experience back to the next morning talks with Ro? Whew. When I tell you. Let's see. Hey, Low Bass, welcome to the conversation. You're not going through nothing but Miss Bennett. Hey, Nagasi, thank you. Talking of fad, you've also started a talking fast. Anything spoken has to be true, kind, and necessary. I must fit all three factors, or it doesn't need to be said. It will shut a lot of mouths. Charles, you are on some powerful stuff right now. That is awesome. True, kind, and necessary. Very interesting. Let's see what else you guys are saying. This is right on time. Bless up, Tanisha. I'm glad you think so. Good morning. I am happy when I complain. I say funny stuff, okay? Sam. Yes, okay. Marcus. Ted says, spiritual transformation is a fundamental change in a person's sacred or spiritual life. Higher vibrations are people and things you choose. Static and background noise never leaves, but it can be muted or reduced. Yes, and the way that the background noise we're talking about, for anybody who joined the conversation, I was sharing earlier that I got up, I won my morning, right? I did my morning ritual, but because I have some unresolved things going on in the back of my mind, so to speak, it's causing some background noise. It's causing static. And, you know, it's it challenged me to still follow through with morning talks with Ro, because one, I choose to be consistent, I choose to be persistent, and I choose to show up. I think I named this video Just Show Up. That's a lot of what success is made of as well. It's just showing up, right? And being there, being consistent, being reliable. But I also am being challenged to still generate the emotions or the characteristics or things that I want to experience or give to the world in spite of the background noise. I'm being challenged to still manage my emotional state, which we talked about last week, is a very, very powerful thing to do. When we can manage our emotional state, you are winning. In spite of what's going on in different parts around you, if you can compartmentalize things, remember that everything's here to grow you. Remember that you can reframe something, give it new meaning. Remember your power to choose. Remember your power to, as everyone is sharing, focus, right? That we can do all this is practice, but we're powerful enough to do it. These things can not only raise your vibration, but shift how you're experiencing your moment. And so we've been talking about all kinds of good stuff. So welcome to the conversation, you guys. It's not easy to be happy if you're surrounded by chaos. Clear your space. Speak on it, mama. Let's see. Okay. So, yes. So this is what we've been talking about this morning. Learning how to, regardless of whether these things are going on in the background noise, how do we still manage our emotional state? How do we still generate joy in spite of? How do we still generate peace even? How do we still generate calm? I think some of the things, one is we can give things new meaning. We can find out what else it could mean. We can write it down. We can start to pull from our imagination and our creativity about what that is. Because a lot of this stuff is nothing but imagination and creativity anyway, right? So just remembering that we have the power to choose in the moment what something's going to mean or what we're going to allow it to mean can change it. Trusting that it's all in alignment with what's good for you, even if it feels crazy, especially if it feels crazy. Where's the good in it, right? What lesson can you extract from it? What growth is in there for you? Where can you stand to maybe make some changes, some tweaks? Also, we talked about distracting ourselves from it, completely shifting our focus, right? Giving to someone or something else, right? Going and being the change somewhere. So one of the things that my buddy called me up and talked about today. Say, man, wouldn't it be dope to just go by a friend's house and go give him a foot massage? Totally unexpected. But wouldn't that shift your focus off of you? Now you're in a giving space. Now you're in a raised vibrational space. And now you've given that background noise a chance to just be let go and let God, right? Let it go. Let the universe, I don't know what your spiritual foundation is, but let that omnipresent source of intelligence that's allowing everything to coexist and be right now. There's some source of intelligence that allows everything to operate and function without us doing anything. Allow it to work on it. And while it's working on it, go be of service someplace else. Can you go wash somebody's dishes? Can you go make some phone calls to some people you haven't spoken to in forever? And just inspire, uplift, and pour into them. Who couldn't use some sincere appreciation right now? And wouldn't that just completely shift your focus, raise the vibration, take your attention off of the background noise? Now you've just generated a new emotion. You've just generated a new emotional state. Wow. Right? Okay, let's see what else you guys are saying. Good morning, Norman. Thank you. What you see as challenges are opportunities for you to give or receive something new. I like that too, Ted. Challenge yourself, Trey says. Yes, to show up and do your best is life-changing. Yes. Your wife, let's see. Miss Lady says that managing of emotional state has been my challenge. When I can't talk to my children, I just ask God for peace. I get so sad, but something always brings me out. Bless up, baby. Bless up. These are those moments that you can go and pour into someone else. Pour into something else. Shift your energy and go and give on another level. Be creative about how you can give back to society. Be creative about how you can give back to your family. Be creative about how you can give back to yourself. Are you nurturing yourself? All these things can shift the focus. If we can't find, what to do with some of the background noise, just go give, or go be, deliver sincere appreciation someplace. Show up in life somewhere else, and then let the divine work on that. And then don't forget the power to reframe things, give it new meaning. Let's see. You should launch your first motivational seminar here in LA. Make the first one free or low cost for everyone to come. Meeting you changed my life. Time to change more. Low base. You always find a way to just make my heart smile. Thank you for that. Let's see. Miss Lady says, I just give of myself to drown out the noise. You're so bomb and on point. I now take care of my grandfather. Thank you, honey. And that's beautiful and a selfless thing to do. Ted says, when life has placed you in a situation where surviving seems impossible, turn to other giving souls who understand your struggle, your vibrations, your static. Clearing your mind is clearing your soul, your subconscious. Go on and speak on it, brother. Yes, you guys. So yes, go and fraternize. Go connect with like minds. And then, you guys, don't forget to engage life. Sometimes we get in our little routines and our patterns, and we forget to stretch ourselves. Like last night, was it yesterday? Yesterday, I was talking to a friend. He was helping me to get something put on my computer. And I was like, man, I love to roller skate. And he was like, yeah, such and such just had a party at World on Wheels. I was like, World on Wheels is still open? That's how I know. They were shutting down years ago, and I heard Nipsey Hussle, I guess, put some money into the rink, and it's back up. And he was like, yeah, they got daytime skates. I said, they got daytime skating? Do you know I'm about to be daytime skating? Like, it's something that brings my heart joy. I just haven't done it in like a few years now. And I was like, dang, I got to stretch myself again. I got to remember to engage life again. So I'm about to go find some times to go do some dang on roller skating. Super, super healing for me. It's a great way to release. You just going in a circle, and I'll be jamming on my skates, honey. Okay? You can go to engage in cooking classes. You can go ballroom dancing. You can go to drum circles. You can, Google some stuff. You feel me? Like, get out and stretch yourself. Take yourself out of your common space. Meet some new people. Engage it. Do something challenging like that. Make yourself uncomfortable. Stretch. Live this thing. And that in itself is going to shift what background noise is in your life. You know what I mean? Yeah, engage. Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm at a staticky nonprofit job, 5 years, no promotion. I still show up and give 1,000% to clients and coworkers who need help. As hurtful as it has been, I remain grateful for having a job. Oh, good. Okay, I volunteer at nonprofits, and I'm starting 2 nonprofits myself. My gift is helping others. I just interviewed for a new, better, more profitable job helping disaster victims, especially Hurricane Harvey victims here in Houston. I went through Hurricane Katrina. 99% sure God has blessed me with this new job. Taking lessons from this job until I move on. Bless up, baby. All the best. Yo, Coach Cordell. What up? Good morning, Christopher. Yes, you said, so all of you get offline, go to a park, find a bench. If you don't run or walk, sit and watch the people do anything besides staying online. Yes, also remember that. Oh, Barbara, what are you saying? Remember to get out and just get in nature too. Breathe some fresh air. Walk. If you're near a body of water, put your feet in the sand. Go watch and listen to the ocean, and just be willing to just clear your mind. Just sit with your thoughts sometimes. Don't forget the power of stillness. Sometimes you're going to sit still and your mind's going to be like this. That's because a lot of us don't sit still. Allow that. Embrace it. Embrace the chaos. That's powerful too. Embrace the chaos in your life. Know that it's very purposeful. We could talk about that. That's another great topic. bring that back. But yes, get out there in nature, you guys. Barbara says, Rona, it's good to clear souls who understand struggle. And yes, I feel you. I do go through ups and downs sometimes. I'm going to keep my head up and smile. No matter what goes on, I'll be strong. That's right. And like we said, you know, find these, find like minds to connect with. And if you guys can't find mentors or people around you because you feel like your environment is so chaotic or so toxic, because you're blessed enough to be online, go to YouTube, baby. Go find these mentors. If you need teachers, come to me. I would like to feel like I'm a great resource for you guys. Come and ask me, Ro, who do you recommend? Who do you recommend that I go and follow if I'm having these thoughts, or if I'm having this struggle, or if I'm being challenged in this area of my life? What books do you recommend that I read? And then get out there and engage, you guys. You know, definitely get offline. Stop the distractions. It is hard, especially if you have been addicted to social media. If you're addicted to the dings and the blings and the you know, that's going off on your phone from messages and email and we don't even know we're getting these little dopamine squirts. And those dopamine squirts are like getting little shots of highs. You know what I mean? Every time you hear something. So sometimes you don't even know that it's programming you to want that, to desire that. And so being distracted by these smart devices is like, whoa. It's one of the main things killing dreams out here. And it's also, it's destroying relationships. We're not engaging in life. We're not being creative anymore. A lot of us. Forgetting to flirt with our significant others, to generate, as we've been talking about in this conversation, certain energies that we want to entertain in our relationships, whether they're intimate, whether they're friendships, whether they're co-workers, remembering that we are the authors of this stuff. We get to choose. But if we're so distracted and being pulled by other people's thoughts, other people's opinions all the time, other people's agendas, we're like totally out of our creative space to bring something new, to be more thoughtful and intentional about what we're bringing to life and not so reactive. Right? How proactive are you as opposed to reactive? And if you find that you're more reactive, shift that. Become more proactive. What are you bringing to life? What do you choose to experience? How do you choose to experience something? What energy are you bringing to a space as opposed to expecting some? There's some people that say, I treat people how they treat me. You could flip that on its head. You don't have to react to how somebody treats you. You can act in spite of how they treat you. Who do you choose to be in the moment? Do you choose to be kind in spite of? Do you choose to be present? Do you choose to be loving in spite of? Do you choose to be to find joy in the situation in spite of? And not reactive, proactive, injecting, intentional. Remember the 3 words we talked about weeks ago? How powerful it is to bring 3 words into a situation to see what behavior and thoughts it generates in you? My 3 words overall in life that arc for me are excellence, endurance, and compassion. If I bring those 3 words to this conversation, what Rona shows up? What behaviors would I entertain? What thoughts would I entertain? You know what I mean? You can do the same thing. And we can even be more creative. And we can bring 3 words to every situation in our lives. We could bring it to a specific situation. Let's say you got a tough conversation to have with somebody. What 3 words would you like to operate from that would have you to help you or inspire you to operate from your best self in that situation? What 3 words could you choose? Let's say you've been upset with a friend and you want to finally heal that fissure, that problem in your relationship, that challenge. What 3 words could you bring to the situation? What 3 intentions that would help you to operate from your highest self while you're talking about the challenge, while you're dealing with the challenge? How powerful is that? You may say understanding, honesty, and love. Now, if you approached that person with choosing to be understanding, intending to be understanding, intending to be honest, and intending to be love, what words would come out of your mouth? What action would you take from those 3 intentions? Powerful, powerful stuff. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Krista. Hey, babe. I'm listening to you while walking my dog in the park. That's a good combination. Bless up. Create a challenge for yourself. Exit your comfort zone. Do something you've never done. I challenged myself yesterday with the Dance with Janet challenge. Yes, you did. I love it. And had a ball in spite of physical pain. So proud of you. I committed and did it and found comfort out of my comfort zone. Bless up, baby. Bless up. Good job. You're really needing this. I'm glad, Q. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Damon. Hey, I love you back, babe. Right? Sharon, okay, right now I'm so kind in spite of. As I watch people and how they treat people when they are down, it's disheartening when hurt people hurt people. It is, but you know what? Remember that that's exactly what it is. Hurt people hurting people. And it's like, you know, what are you going to do with that? Pray for them. Because imagine everybody's trying to find some type of joy in their lives. And if they're hurting and they're operating from that space of hurt, that can't really feel that good. Pray for them. See the best in them. You know, practice sincere appreciation. Where can you find something good about them and share it with them? What would that do to their moment, their day, their thought about themselves? That may be you may inject something in that situation they never anticipated, and you may not know the effect afterwards. But don't worry about that. Just be sincere about intending in that moment to find the good in them in that moment. What would it be? Challenge yourself. Powerful practice, right? Powerful practice. Let's see. LaShonda says, my nonprofit dream yesterday's plan is helping the masses healthier, fun, play, winning trips, prizes. Awesome. A play ambassador. We'll talk about it. Welcome to the conversation, you guys. Okay, I think I'm getting ready to get out of here. I hope you guys got some value out of this conversation. You know, I got to give in spite of my background noise to you guys today. I got to, as I talked about it, figuratively, you know, speaking, massage somebody's feet. You know, just give selflessly right now. You can go out and do the same thing. If you're dealing, hey Rosie, you can go out and do the same thing right now. What creative thing can you do that somebody wouldn't expect that you could just go out and give or inject into the situation? How can you be proactive about generating the emotion or trait or characteristic you'd like to experience in this moment or throughout the day? If you shift your focus, what can you do? What can you create? What can you shift for yourself and for someone else? Okay, Rona, this is much needed, as I've said a few minutes ago. In my late 30s and homeless, and music is my passion, and I'm told to focus on that during the tough times, but it's so hard. What do you suggest in my to focus on music? Well, okay, I don't know if I've completely understand your question. What do I suggest? What results do you want? What are you looking for? In an ideal situation, what do you want life to look like right now? Are you clear about that? And then let me see if I can make a suggestion from that. Thank you for, you're welcome, LaShonda. Hey, Everett. Thank you, Shirley. Love you back, babe. Thank you. If Q, go ahead and throw that in the chat real quick before I get out of here. I want to see if I can make a suggestion that might shift your perspective this morning and maybe put you on track with a little bit more joy. A little bit. Maybe a lot, baby. Let's see, baby. What you got? What you got? Thank you, Jordan. You too, babe. What do you have, Q? I'm hanging around. I'm hanging out for you in this moment. And then I'm gonna piece it out. Thank you, Christopher. I'm so glad to see your face in the chat this morning, babe. Okay, you said, well, basically I want life to be better and have been depressed, but I'm only happy when I'm recording and performing. But it does pay the bills, but I want to be happy. What does pay the bills? Okay, you tried to tie, I know. Want life to be better, been depressed. Well, this is obviously probably a conversation that needs to go beyond this chat, right? Depression, based on what you're describing, it sounds like it's not clinical. It sounds like it's perspective. It sounds like it's quite possibly a tweak. Oh, the music doesn't pay the bills. Got you. Okay. Why do you do the music? Right? Because we were talking last week. I was talking to another creative, right? You too, Rosie. Enjoy your day. I was talking to another creative. And last week he was like, I love music, but I don't like doing it no more. And I was like, well, what do you have attached to your music that's taking the joy out of it? Is it that you and then we found out that they were looking for approval from outside people, that they have been bullied back in the day, and now if they could just be famous, then they could have people look at them differently and be respected, and it was coming from an unmet need. So, which was too much pressure on the music, right? It took the joy out of the music. It took the passion out of the music. It took why you even express creativity through music. Like, why, right? So get back to the joy of just creating to create. Get around other people that you vibe with, right? So that music becomes fun again. Don't worry about, I know that you wanted to pay the bills, but sometimes we just got to get back to the joy of things in order for us to lift the vibration so that we can attract it being able to pay the bills. Low vibrational. I'm not saying I have the answers. Please don't take it that way. This is just a thought. Okay. But if we're in a low vibrational space, it may attract other low vibrational experiences. Low vibrational stuff doesn't necessarily attract prosperity. Get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm so big on managing our emotional state, giving things new meaning. We are in charge of that. Now, does it take practice? Yes. Is it easy? No, not necessarily. Can it be done? Yes. That's what's powerful about this. Can it be done? So now I want you to start bombarding yourself. Be relentless about finding other champions to follow. Listen to the way that they think. Tap into their mindset. Change generate energy in your life. How are you waking up in the morning? Right? Even though I had a crazy background noise, I still know the importance of giving myself some semblance of order, discipline, right? Support, self-support, self-nurturing. And then if I got to get out, go to the gym, drum up energy, generate energy in your life. Go give, go connect, right? This is what we're talking about throughout this conversation. These are new choices that you can make, and you got to make them more often than not. You got to be consistent. You got to be relentless, and things will start to shift. They can start to shift. Okay, so this is, I think it's some patterns in your world you might need to scramble and shift. It's some new meanings you got to give to some things that you are allowing to depress you or put you in a depressive state. I need to get clearer, right, about those things that have you feeling depressed. This is a conversation beyond this. I got to ask you more questions, and then I could probably uncover what's happening in there, and then we could see about tweaking your perspective. Let's see, babe. Hey, good morning, everybody. Love and light to you, Trey. Makes a lot of sense. Oh, bless up. Working on getting things back on track with your marriage. Beautiful. Everything is held together by the thought system that gave birth to it. Speak on it, Anita. There are but two thought systems, a thought system of God and the thought system of the ego or separated self. The thought system of the separated self sees everything in separation. That's a spiritual, metaphysical, I'll say, concept that Anita just expressed. And we can talk about that. I think sometimes we might need it in even more layman's terms about being separated and whole. But it's also, if I was to put it in a more understandable space, maybe it could be just knowing that everything is happening for your good, claiming that. Even when it feels crazy, even when it looks crazy, looking for the good in it. Maybe it's to help you stop doing something that's self-destructive. Maybe it's to open your perspective up to something you need to make a new choice about. Everything is here for our good. If we can claim it that way and we look for it, even scratch, you'll find it. Focus on having some straight up fun. Write a list of simple things that you love to do and rock that list. Church, beautiful suggestion. Q Jones, remember you have a gift that is powerful, and your love in music. Okay, beautiful. You guys, thank you for supporting each other. Thank you for supporting each other. Issue the challenge for next Monday. Okay, you guys want to do a challenge? Do you want to? Who wants to? Ooh, this one was difficult for me. Now you can get, there's a little pamphlet. You can buy it off of Amazon. It's like $3, right? It's an excerpt from a larger book, I think, and it's the 7-day mental diet. Who wants to try not complaining for 7 days and then coming back to the next morning talk with Ro and sharing their experience? That's one challenge. Or we can go with LaShonda's challenge of being positive over the next, she said 10 days. We're going to say 7 days since I intend to come back to you guys next Monday. 7 days of being positive, whether you're doing it in your personal life, whether you're doing it on social media. Which one do you want to do? No complaining or being positive consistently? 7 days. Anybody want to take up that challenge? Who wants to go hard in the paint, baby? Okay, so which one? Put it in the thing. Either hashtag positivity, hashtag no complaining. Which one? Hashtag positivity, hashtag no complaining. What we got? Because either one is going to be a challenge. I think no complaining is even more difficult. Just keep it 100. Pick one. You got to pick one. Let's do both. Y'all better be for real if y'all did both and be like, yo, I fell off the wagon every day or not. No complaining for 7 days. That's the first. Okay, positive. Okay. Ooh, 2. Okay, we got neck and neck. What we doing? Hashtag positivity, hashtag no complaining. What are we going to do, you guys? I don't want to overwhelm you. You're going to be surprised when you challenge yourself to be relentless and be consistent with this stuff. Positivity, positivity. Okay, so 7 days of positivity, you guys. How do you suggest, what is the criteria? I want you guys to drop it in here. Okay, Belinda, I see you. I think you've been outnumbered. Ted says this includes what you eat. I like it. Come on, throw the criteria in here. All right, you guys, throw the criteria in here. I like that you said this includes eating. What will you be putting in your temple that is going to resonate with a positive result for your body, for your energy, for your clarity? This is also a part of the challenge. That just took it up a notch. That just took a notch. Okay, so complimenting someone is an option. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do at least one compliment or several a day. This is a part of the positivity challenge. You says, I like the including what you eat thing. So in every day, what are you adding to or taking away from your diet that will positively affect the bottom line of you being healthy? Okay? Every day. No negative posts. Love it. Social media gangster right here. No negative posts. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, what did you say, Charles? If it ain't true, if it ain't honest, it ain't. Well, honesty, sometimes it may not feel necessarily positive. But I want you to go err on the side of positivity. What is kind? Where's the good? That's a good question you can ask before you post it. Where's the good in what I'm about to post or what I'm about to respond to or what I'm about to share? And that's what I'm going to project. Okay? Let's see what else you guys got. Ooh, be nice to people you dislike. Church. Okay? Okay? Giving back. Okay, can you find a way to give every day? It may be a phone call. It may be an email. It may be going to do that random act of kindness for a friend or a stranger. Can you find a way to give? I'm going to put the criteria up in my, I'm going to put it up in a post. Okay? This includes, ooh, Rosie, good job. This includes what you watch. You watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, Beverly Hills, Malibu's, whoever's? Choppy chop. Okay? Right? Out of here. Anything low vibrational, negative, television programming, clickbait online. Stay away from the negative headlines. The news. Can you be selective about what aspect of the news you're only going to access that is going to positively move your day forward, move you forward? Chop the news out if you know it's negative, right? What you watch, what you're consuming. Okay, come back and tell you how we flipped anything negative into a positive. I like that too. I like that. Also share how, please you guys take notes during this challenge. If you turned a negative into a positive, I might have to I don't know what I'm going to do to celebrate some of you guys. But please take notes of the things that you do. Please take notes when you fall off the wagon, if you do. Tell me what happened. Tell me if you were able to put yourself back on. Tell me if you got sucked into distractions. Tell me if you noticed something about yourself that you're like, wow, I want to change that. Wow, I want to shift that. I just saw a destructive pattern in myself. This is going to be very telling. Okay, what else? Visit a Salvation Army, lunch or dinner. That's a choice. That's in a choice of what you want to do every day to give back in some way, right? True, kind, and necessary. Face your static. We got to work on that. I might have to work some people up to that. Hey, Terrell. Okay. All right, you guys. Oh! Stay away from negative loved ones. Ooh. And if you cannot stay away from them, how can you find the good in them and express sincere appreciation, or find a positive or empowering or at least neutralized way to communicate with them and then get out of Dodge? Challenge. Okay, create positive solutions. Watch what you say to people. People can forget what you have done for them, but they will never forget how you treat them. Dad said, dang, no housewives. Stuff got real. Church, it just got real. Y'all think it's positivity. Quit playing. I mean, if we gonna do this, let's do it. Let's do it. I love it. Okay, good afternoon, Montel. You always live with your notebook. Yes, you guys, I highly recommend stay away from negative music. Trap music. You trap lovers. Back up off that thing this week. Ew! What are you going to find that supports and nurtures the spirit? What are you going to find that's high vibrational? What are you going to immerse yourself in? We are talking lifestyle right now. Do you see the examples and the suggestions coming out right now? This is lifestyle. This is not just talking positive. We're not going to do that. We're going all the way in. Okay? So we got what you're saying. We got what you're posting. We got what you're putting in your body. We have what you're reading. We have what you're surfing on the web. We have how you're treating people. 7 days of positivity. Listen to Electric Cafe. That's right. Bless up. Love this you're in. Belinda likes this. Bring sprites and enjoy people in life. I'm not sure if I know what you meant by that. Money and what you do with it. Spend positively. All right, you guys. I think this is a pretty dope challenge. Pretty dope challenge. So I am going to come up with a list, hopefully a good one. If I miss anything, you guys drop it in under the thread that I put it up on the page today. The criteria for which we are engaging our challenge of being positive for a week. 7 days. And then we're going to come back together next Monday and we're going to share our experience. Good, bad, or indifferent. Challenge yourself. I highly recommend, because a lot of you are in a pattern of negativity and don't know it. You're about to find that out about yourself. Write it down and put it all over your house and wherever you see it. I'm being positive this week. Write down the list of the criteria underneath it. Tape it to your bathroom mirror. Tape it to your car dashboard. Put it in your phone, right? If you want to dings and blings, alert yourself throughout the day. Schedule inspiring yourself to stay positive. Put it in there every 2 hours. Have something pop up and remind yourself. Because I'm telling you, we're creatures of habit. We will slip back into old patterns quick. So it's important that you give yourself reminders, nurture and support yourself in doing this work. It takes practice, you guys. And I wouldn't be able to tell you this so wholeheartedly if I didn't practice this stuff myself. That 7-day no complaining challenge whooped my tail. And I can only imagine what this 7 days of positivity straight up is about to reveal even more about myself. You know, what an adventure. What an adventure. Congratulations on being willing to be a part of it, being willing to stretch yourself, being willing to empower your perspective, to pour into life in this way. I think if you play at 100%, there's no way you're not going to get something great from this challenge. Play at 150%. Immerse yourself in it. Challenge yourself. Do what's different. Do what's hard this week. Be positive in spite of. I got the background noise. I'm about to turn that into something because of my positive choice. I'm about to find it. How beautiful is that? Okay, you guys. Okay, you guys, sending so much love to you. I'm so proud of you guys for taking this challenge up, making these suggestions, and being available to support each other in this way. I will see you next week, Monday. Okay? I will do my best to continue to support you guys in my way for over the next 7 days. Okay? Sending love out. Until next time. Bye, baby.